What's up, guys? Welcome to Rage Podcast. So let's get in and let's go. Drop the intro. So, it's basically an introduction podcast where we explain, to you all, to the viewers, who we are and why we are here. So, today's first topic, we'll just start with how my name is Geethu, and introduce yourself, guys.
Hello, I'm Bhargav.
I'm Ram.
So, with the first topic, let's start with how we all met. So we all basically met at school. Everybody knows that. Some of our viewers know it. And the big question is how did we all meet? That's a big question. You all remember how we met?
I don't. We don't have answers.
Nobody has answers to it.
Have a theories, but we're not sure what it is.
No one knows how we met.
It's,
But
it's just like destiny worked its charm. We got to know each other, we clicked off, and rest is history.
right. So, but when it comes to us studying in school together, the only thing that comes into mind is all the shitty stuff we did in school.
All the bachot stuff that we did in school. Let's put it in that way.
So we had this thing called what was the name of the show? Impractical Jokers.
Practical jokers, yes.
So we had this thing called Impractical Jokers, where we give each other tasks, and if anyone fails, they perform the punishment, the classic punishment. So it's usually, these dumb fucks always used to. By the time we get this final punishment, right before the final punishment, they give me physical challenges called the last time I remember you all gave me a decline push-up with Ram, and honestly, I was one not. I was I was I was closely around 92 to 93 kilograms. And Ram, how much did you weigh back then?
I weighed around close to 80 kilos.
I was around 85 at that time.
You were not even in the scenario, so shut up.
Oh!
It was me and Ram who was doing the decline push-ups. So of course, I waited a lot, so I couldn't win. And then I was punished by a punishment that I cannot talk about in this podcast right now. I'll be cancelled tomorrow morning if this thing comes out. So, anything else, guys? Yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about school, about anything after school?
Yeah, coming back to the topic. How we met. How did we meet? If you ask me, I have no idea how we met. Where did we meet? The place where we got close was the NASA Space App Challenge. But we went to NASA Space App Challenge as a team. So we met before that. So we have no idea how we met. When we got close, nothing. No clue about it. The only things that I remember is the bachcho things that we did. Nothing else. How we met, everything, all that crap is shit.
After that, I guess we did another project for IIT Kharagpur.
Yes, we did it. You did it. We didn't do it, you did it. We were just the credit stealers.
I did it, but I guess we qualified to the second round, and then they kicked us out because it was too much for them to process. They
We
couldn't.
were too good for IIT Kharagpur.
Yeah.
We were too good for IIT Kharagpur. We rejected. No, they rejected. No, also you remember when we registered for it, we actually didn't know what RGB was. Now though we know that RGB is red, green, blue colors, color schemes and all the stuff. At that point in 10th grade, we were dumb fucks, so we didn't know what RGB was. So our sir, he asked us to give the names of the team. Our project was very cool. So, but our names were dumb fucks. Our group name was RGB. Okay, RGB.
Oh, the thing was,
So, out of all the glorious, fantastic names in the list, our sir told us that yours was the one of the shittiest, not one of the, is the shittiest name.
his exact words were RGB what, man?
It was so crap that our sir has changed it to game changers. Now we are game changers.
It's a small world. So from there we go back to our, after school. After school, Bhargav joined another college, and then me and Ram joined a different.
No, I'll correct it. Bhargav joined in a college in which we both joined, and then he switched. He left us in that crap. He
To
went
suffer,
away to other college.
basically to suffer.
Yeah. What a
So
piece of shit that was.
I don't know if you can mention it. I'll mention it. I'll mention the name of the college. We'll beep it later. If, you know, some reason. So the name of the college was Career Point, and then बहुत हो गया भाई उसमें बहुत 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 हो गया हम बहुत दर्द होता है उसके बारे में बात करते हुए बट I think we can start with the vice principal. We can start with our physics sir.
We'll talk about her. We can
We'll talk
shoot
about further.
episodes on Career Point.
We'll talk about them in further, but the conclusions that me and Ram basically got fucked, or you can beat this. We got gang banged in Career Point. A lot by a lot of people. A lot of people tried to put, tried to divide me and Ram. They all tried to divide me and Ram. They did all sorts of politics around this. The entire campus was a political party. You have to make it clear. And then, Bhargav, tell me about your campus.
My campus, it was nothing. I mean, when I left DPS, it was a completely different thing. I cried. I mean, if you guys remember, on the day of the farewell, I literally cried the hell out. Right?
I still have those photos.
Ha. Ada, please don't put that photo so here. Okay, so, but when Ascent happened, I've studied in Ascent. In that college, I had no connection with anyone. I mean, it was a point that on the last day of our college, when everyone was leaving, a few people were crying, few girls were crying. I was like, what the fuck, why are you crying? Ascent, I mean, I don't know anyone. Being very honest, I don't think I've spoken to more than like 30 people in the whole campus. Like closely, not more than 30 in the whole campus. I was there for 2 years, and 30 people in 2 years was like shitty number. I don't know anyone over there. It was crap, like literal crap. Also, of course, I missed you guys.
Yeah. All that bullshit. But I mean, I guess you can talk about how you became the alpha after some time in SN.
I want to add something about Ascent. The general talk about Ascent is that there are more number of girls in Ascent than any other college in Vizag combined.
It's true. I mean, I've seen it to my eyes itself. College is right by my house.
They were girls, but yes, I was an asshole. So yeah. No, let's start with this. Uh, all of us were assholes, right?
The right term was not being an asshole. I guess the right term was you were being a cat.
Cat.
To put it is in a more simple way, we were douchebags.
More than we
With
were
no
douchebags,
game.
more than we were douchebags, we were like the people who, I mean, it's mostly like I can feel it's like us three walking down a road or walking like entering into a class. You can feel the atmosphere changing in the room. It's like, it's like we assert a certain kind of dominance. But I've heard people say that. It's not just me.
Things have changed drastically for me. When we were in 10th, I mean, all three of us, our situation was like fucked up, complete fucked up. Geetham coming in with 95 kilos, that guy with tight fit shirt with his fatty arms, me, the same guy, douchebag with all that chubby face like this, round face, no definition in the face, nothing. Ram was, I would say, he was far better than anyone. He already started this working out and everything from not many years. So Ram was okay. But us,
If it's Ram, I can mention one thing. He had a shitty ass mustache.
Uncle Mustache.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Uncle Mustache.
What do you say? Pimples all over his face. Forehead. His forehead was like more pimples than any other place. So, so after that, that transition. I mean, I don't think we've even spoken to girls like in our school. Not many, right? So after all that crap, I went to. I mean, when I was in DPS, it was a pretty secure environment. No one used to bully me. Even though people knew that I was fat. I mean, it might be that they speak on behind me or on my back or anything as such. But no one had the guts or anything to talk in front of me. So when I was in DPS, I was a very secure guy, secure place. So no one talked about it to me directly. But when I went to Ascent, I was literally bullied. You know, not only my friends, from faculties. Faculties used to bully me. They used to ask me to stand up. They used to ask me some question. Again, if I answered well and good, or else they used to comment on my shape. The guy who comments on my shape, the lecturer, he is a fat ass. Okay, but still he comments on me. He calls me fat ass. I mean, irony. So my whole 11th grade went in the same thing. I was a douchebag. I was so fat. I mean, there was a point where I didn't want it to do anything. The only my schedule was get up, get ready, go, get into the bus, come to college, go to your home. This is it. This was my schedule. I've never interacted with anyone. Nothing has happened. So my whole 11th went in this shit. So once the bullying started getting up, it got to my nerves. Then I wanted some change. So I went to, I wanted to work out. I wanted to change. I think the first person to get transformed or to get the idea of working out again, I think Ram got it, right? Ram started with it.
I started working out immediately after 10th in the holidays, before even bridge courses started. No, I think after the bridge course started. Yeah, that's when I went to Hyderabad. I joined the gym over there. I started working out. I came back. People started calling me bodybuilder all of a sudden. That's how it started.
And then after Ram started having a transformation, started posting thirst traps in Instagram, and then getting all the girls' attention.
Don't call them thirst traps.
And then Ram had this point where like he was on his high horse. Now he's like, I'm the hottest guy in the campus, and then he started bullying me.
No. That was not in 11th. That was not in 11th. Even in 10th grade with that shitty face, what he used to do, any guy passes with a girl, the only thing he used to do, bro, I look better. I look better. I look better.
He still does that.
Dude, look. Go to Vizag Center and look at the couple over there, dude. Dude, even Ramsa would say he is better.
They're gonna beep the names. We'll beep the names.
The names. No names taken.
Yeah. So
Let's call him Bakra sir from now on.
Bakra.
Okay.
Oh, Bakra.
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 Bakra for the win.
Bakra. So I guess after
Bakra
Ram,
guys.
Had his transformation, it challenged me while we were having lunch. While I was having my usual chicken fried rice that my mom cooks.
You only asked for the fried rice of it.
Rest of the people have the chicken.
So there was this scene in school, if you guys remember. We all were having this roundtable conference, the three of us. We sat there, we were having a lunch as usual, and then Ranganath sir, a physics sir, calls me especially for something, and I stand up, I walk to him, and I turn back, and I see Ram and Bhargav, both the spoons in my box. Picking up all the chicken and all the meat that's in my box, and then I look at them and they're like, Bhargav already had a spoon in his mouth, and then Ram, he looks at me, he goes, "Arey, chustatra."
And then I go, Bokla.
So yeah, I guess during lunch break I was usually having my chicken fried rice, and then Ram looks at me and he goes, you fat fuck, look at you, you know. I'll challenge you that by the end of the year, even though if you work hard as hard as me, you won't be able to reach the level that I'm in right now. And he challenged me, and that thing got into my ego, and then I started running a lot. Basically, I started with running, started losing fat, and then started losing a lot of weight on scales, and then but in that process, I have to admit that I've done a lot of mistakes, a lot of unhealthy mistakes. Instead of having a proper diet, I started skipping meals. I started skipping meals completely, and then I did lose the weight, but by the end of the day, it's like I had no energy in my body. I had no motivation or the drive in my mind to after campus. I just come down, start running, and then I go back to sleep. I take a shower, I go back to sleep. I started skipping meals because, and then yeah, and then I started realizing that this is not how you do it. And then I started counting my calories. I started counting how the science works and how cardio and other exercises are important. And then I guess Ram helped me a bit through this process. He started instead of motivating me to go forward. I guess what he did was like he started telling me that, oh, you are actually losing weight. I thought you were just lying about running the gym, hitting the treadmill and all. And that I wouldn't call it like he was demotivating me or demonizing it. I would rather say that was his way of motivating people. And then people usually don't like it because Ram has an unusual way of explaining things to people. So yeah, since we are all good friends, I understand why Ram says certain things and before he says it. And then yeah, there are a lot of mistakes. I guess we can talk about them further, where in our upcoming podcast and all in detail. But right now, it's only introduction podcast, so I would like to end it right here.
I mean, what I feel is Ram was the instigator for both of us, right? So what has happened? Let me give you that story. So one day Ram sent me a picture of his abs. Okay, and he was like this. Oh, and then I being sarcastic and we being I was like, this is crap. Anyone would do this. Ha. Then Ram started instigating me through chat on WhatsApp. So he was like, no, you dumb fuck, you can do this, I challenge you, this, that. And I was like, why wouldn't they? I'm challenging you right now, I'll do it and show it to you. I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to be a better version of myself. And Ram was like, fuck it, you're not going to do it. Then this fucking asshole, what he did was, he went on Instagram, right? Went on Instagram, he put up all our chat stories, and then he was like, is Bhargav kidding? Yes, no.
Here's the poll.
He raised the poll.
So now the peculiar thing. The answers of the poll were 50-50.
No, the exact 50.
Like, dude, what the fuck? Just for namesake, you could just tell it to me. Bro, Bhargav is going to lose weight. बस हो गया काम. Yes बोल कर चले जाओ ना यार. Pole was 50-50. I was like, fuck, bro, fuck, what is happening? I mean, all the challenge and all that crap happened, but I didn't take it seriously until my bullying has started in my school, as I told you. So, this has happened. I wanted to hit the gym, like, so desperately. Also, in my house, it was like, typical Indian parents. If you eat more, you are healthy. That's what they call me. So, firstly, they didn't allow me to hit the gym, but I convinced them I'll do it, I'll manage my studies. I mean, studies is what parents need, right? So, I told them, I'm being very honest, I explained them this whole scenario that happens with me in the college.
I have a
They
question for
realized
you.
it. Huh.
Did you manage your studies?
Uh,
Uh, okay, coming back to the topic. Bro, I fucking missed 2 JEE exams. Fuck it, bro. You think I prepared?
No, Bhargav is using both his cameras properly. I can see that.
Setup. So I've convinced my parents, saying this, and then eventually they've understood whatever I was going through. So I've joined the gym. In the first 2 months, I had a shit trainer. I mean, I guess for 1 month he was completely blind. He used to call me and he used to say, "Do this," and he left. That's it. I didn't know the form. I didn't know. I mean, I was doing this. I mean, there was no form, nothing, and no one used to correct me. So after a month, that trainer left, thankfully, and another guy named Ravi. Ravi, shout out. So he came in. He started training me. So for the next 1 month, the second month, he trained me. He trained my body. He didn't tell me about diet, nothing. What he told me is, you eat whatever you want for this month, but make sure your body gets active, your body gets used to this pain. So the next 1 month, the third month is going to be intense, fucking intense. So in that 1 month, yes, I didn't go all in with my food. I used to control it a bit. As you said, we had no idea, skipping meals, all that shit happened. But in the third month, he came in and gave me the diet for proper quick weight loss. So I followed the diet. The training was so fucking intense, bro. He used to come behind me with a fucking stick.
Are they like HIT
okay.
workouts or just weight training?
Yeah, they were high intensity workouts.
And I mean, it was a scheduled plan back then. We'll talk about it later in the podcast. So I worked out like fucking dog, and then my transformation happened. That's when things changed. So, cut to 1 year. Geetham, Ramanaidu, Bhargav, the three dumb fucks of DPS, right? Who had no attention, who had nothing. No one used to talk to them. They thought they'll never do anything in their life and all that crap. 1 year later, we were transformed. There was no one close to us. We were completely changed. So now let's talk about what changes that we got after we've transformed, the attention or anything. Ram, let's start with you.
Okay, talking about the attention. Uh, Initially, it's a little what do you call, tempting to keep having that, but attention brings a lot of problems to you. We'll talk about those problems later. Yeah, I think um, talking about attention, if you put attention aside, the most important thing that has happened to me after transformation is confidence, a lot of confidence. It changed the way I talk to people. It changed the way I presented myself. It changed the way I walked essentially. To its core meaning, I mean it. It changed the way I walked. I talked to people, the way I looked at people. Um People think, people reduce this transformation to a mere physical, uh, looks or whatever you want to call it. But it changes a lot within your mind as well, right? Don't you guys think it changes the way you look at things altogether?
It is. It's mostly that how transformation helped me is I was back in DPS. We all know we all were very lazy, especially me. Compared to you both, I was just very lazy. I used to have a lot of things that I mean, when I was talking about my usual chicken fried rice, my box was this big. My box was this big, enough for all three of us to share. It was that big. So yeah, the first thing I guess that got to me after I transformed was confidence. Of course, like Ram mentioned, I have tons of confidence. I can just walk into a room and then it's like a basic gym bro thing. It's like you walk into a room, you look at all these people, and you're like, I can fold all these people.
Mhm.
It's the confidence was now it's on a different level.
It just skyrockets when you do things that 90%, 99% of people, other people are not doing.
Yeah, and then I guess it gave me a lot of discipline in life, not just in working
Mm.
out, but it taught me
True.
that with consistency and with discipline, I could transform my body. Then I can also improve it in my basic life too. And I guess yeah, those are the major two things that happened to me after I started transforming. And then Bhargav.
For me, it was completely different. My confidence was like boom. It was skyrocketed. Also, when I was in 10th and everything, you guys were pretty good with your dressing sense. I had no idea. My shirt and pant were completely mismatched all the time. Right? My mom used to come in.
This guy once wore a red color jean pant to his birthday. Red color jeans with a denim shirt.
No, no. On that day, even Geetham. I mean, that day, I realized that even Geetham's fashion sense was trash. Because on that day, what happened? I was sitting down. Geetham came to me and he was like, "Bro, killer dress."
Hey, I said that to make
And
you
then
feel
no,
good.
no, no,
I said that to
chocolate.
make you
Aiming
feel
for an
good, bro.
extra chocolate, dude.
I
No,
s-
no.
No, no. What he told me was, there are very few people with good dressing sense in DPS. I was like, okay, who are they? He was like, I wouldn't say few. I would only say two. Like, who are they? One Jyotiba, two Bhargav. Like, whoa, bro, dressing sense,
I've got to pity with you.
bro, bro. It's been like, I think that was the first and last time I wore that pant.
Yes, sweatpants. Fuck.
but I bet Bhargav still has that denim shirt in his cupboard.
I have that. It still fits me right now. At that time, it was completely tight. Now it's fit. Now it fits me like perfect. So, coming back to fashion sense, it was completely trash, mismatched outfits, everything was crap. Then, after my transformation, for that internal motivation, I used to follow a few YouTubers, few influencers who motivate me throughout. I would suggest anyone who comes into this, who wants to work out, who wants to start working out, at one particular point, your motivation just goes down and down and down. It's your inner zeal or something like that. Some external push has to be there. In my case, it was Ram, it was Geetham, it was a lot of other factors that motivated me to go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. That's the reason I did it. If there was no external motivation, I would never. This was never possible at all. This was not even in the picture. So I used to follow the influencers and stuff. Slowly, I got into fashion. Right? I understood what fashion is, how to dress up, when to dress up, dressing up for the occasion. If it's a day party, you'll have to dress it in a certain way. If it's a night party, you'll have to dress in a certain way. So this is perfect. So after my transformation, not only my confidence boost, the other knowledge that I had was like intense. Uh, I used to style my hair. Styling my hair was like fuck. I have a silky hair as you look, all of it on my face like a fucking feminine. It was crap. My whole outfits, everything was crap. So then everything has changed slowly, and now this is where we are.
Yeah, also shout out to Bhargav for, I mean, he gifted me a lot of things in DPS, especially dandruff.
The setup was good, by the way.
So this guy has a weird way of, gifting people. So he's like, you just sit there, like minding your own business, listen to your class or not, nobody gives a fuck about it. He comes right behind you and he goes, hey, dandruff, 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 dandruff. And he just walks away.
Told you I was a dumb fuck.
This D-bag just walks away. And this guy gave me dandruff.
You're definitely going to hell for that, dude.
Yeah.
For hell for that? For what Geetham did? Fuck.
What the fuck did I do?
Geetham has levels in hell, and Geetham will be the top one, the chalk piece. Okay, let's talk about it after. Let's not talk about it.
Future. In the future, we'll talk about the chalk piece. I'll gift him a chalk piece. Best.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to all the girls too, not just
No.
who use the chalk piece.
Fuck.
Fuck.
I remember just leaving them there, bro. I don't even remember who the fuck has it later.
And for people who are viewing all the transformation, the fashion transformation, whatever you want to call it, this didn't happen over 1 month or 2 months. It's a process. I think it for each one of us it took at least 1 year
Yeah.
for transforming completely from A to B. So this is a process. Just trust the process. If you are already into it, keep doing it. Just don't rush things.
Also, the worst thing about transformation is, your human greed starts to pop up around. It's like even though you lost 10 kilograms or like 12, 15 kilograms, you're not satisfied with it. You want more, you want more, you want more. And
You
then
keep chasing those unrealistic body goals.
I guess we can display.
People will call you different names for it. People will say you've got disorders,
Yeah.
so called, for it.
I remember people calling me fat phobic. It's apparently a new term now because I don't like fat. They call me fat phobic.
Oh.
So and then when I tell them that I work out and like work out 3 hours, closely to 3 hours a day, they tell me, why do you work out so much? It's like, bitch, you don't know why you tell me, why don't you work out? Have you seen yourself? Have you seen yourself? You're 5'6". You're 5'6", and look at me. I'm 5'9". You think? How in your dreams you think you're better than me? You're telling me that I'm fat phobic. You're sitting there like a fat fucking snowflake. Let's not go there.
Another fat snowflake called me a disordered male because I work out. They just put up a story bluntly, which had this huge paragraph. Obviously, the one who wrote that paragraph doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He just blundered some shit, some woke shit, some liberal shit, and she put it on story for everyone to view. And everyone who viewed it clapped for her, obviously, because they don't know what the fuck they're reading. It's just like ant following another ant. They don't know where they're going.
So, in case the viewers, if you guys don't know, we already wrote an article and we are gonna. It's about why fat is not beautiful. We're gonna mention it in the description. Please go give a read to it.
Yeah.
And I guess this could be a next topic of the podcast, like why fat is not beautiful.
Yes, definitely that should be the. Oh, I mean, there are people who glorify saying that being fat is also okay. Bro, being fat is not okay. Fuck. You being a plus size model and someone being a normal model, no one is going to come and date you. Cool? You stand there, a normal.
Talking about plus size models, maybe if someone is a plus size model, maybe being plus size model is okay for her because she's earning money. But imagine a fat guy or a girl sitting in her house on a couch eating lace. That's not okay for her. She's not earning any money out of that.
What have you done to your life or to yourself in a good way that you expect me to accept you?
Exactly.
When I'm here, I was 108 kgs when I was, before my transformation happened, I was 108 kgs. I worked my ass off. I lost a lot of weight. I started building muscle. I did all these things for myself, not for you, not for your acceptance. And you just sit there not doing anything to yourself and you expect me to accept you. Why should I do that?
That's what I'm eating, some fucking diet over here. I'm eating veggies over here, and you sitting there eating French fries. Fuck it. You getting ordering McDonald's, Starbucks, and you're eating that, and you're telling me fat is beautiful. Fuck, bro, it's not. You'll have to suffer. You'll have to go through that pain. That's when you're going to do something in your life.
I feel like these days generation kids are like born in a very wrong time.
It is. I mean, there
Have you
are
seen
even
the
though
cartoons are showing kids? They're basically even the cartoons, dude.
Body positivity, I've seen them, yeah.
Yeah, body positivity is for amputees, not for fat snowflakes.
Yeah, body positivity. Yes, exactly. Like amputees, acid attack victims, and people who have deficiency or
Yeah,
something. Body positivity is for those kind of people.
You are completely normal, but still you just don't want people to call you fat, so you start glorifying things like fat is beautiful. You're just putting up a shield over there saying, bro, I am beautiful. Dude, you're not. Making things clear, you are definitely not beautiful. Cool.
Even though I feel like people do keep saying, all these fat people keep saying that fat is beautiful, so fat is beautiful. I'll tell you a point. Being fat is okay, but remaining and accepting fat is not good.
exactly.
I mean, there are certain things that affect a person when they're fat. Let's say hereditary, or let's say it's some kind of a thing that comes from the family, or something they have no control over. Well, there's only one thing you can do about it: eat less, exercise more. It's that simple.
Bro, just go work out. That's it.
Just hit the gym. Just hit the gym. And also, there's a misconception where people think that in order to lose a lot of weight or gain a muscle, you have to, exercise a lot. But I don't think so. Having a different body is a goal, and having a different lifestyle is a different set of goals. You can just wake up, count your calories, eat healthy, and then exercise. Like do sit-ups, push-ups, crunches, or whatever. It's like 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups daily, or like you can walk or jog for 2 to 3 kilometers daily. That is enough. You don't have to excessively work out like 3 hours a week, or 3 hours a day or 4 hours a day continuously doing HIT workouts. It's not. I mean, if your body goals are to have a aesthetic body, then you go with that. But it is not compulsory for everybody to have a Greek god kind of a body.
also,
For me,
when we are talking about fitness here, we are not promoting unreal body goals. We're just asking you to lose that extra fat, be healthy, stop eating all the crap that you've been eating from your childhood that you know it's not okay, but you're still eating it just because you like the taste of it. And just have a fucking active lifestyle. Don't just sit on your fucking bed all day long, right?
Right.
So, if we talk about transformations again, let's come back to the topic. Transformations, we've spoken about the confidence that we get, also the testosterone boost that you get. With that, you'll have immense amount of confidence. Again, that is one of the most key features. The also your the testosterone that releases the sweat, everything, it also helps with your acne. People who have acne problems, just don't sit there brag about stuff. Go work out the acne, everything. It just makes your skin, oily skin, everything normal, and then it'll definitely work. Look at Ram. As I told you in the intro, Ram had complete pimples on his face.
So you guys know how my face was in 10th class. As I said, you could off-road on my face anytime. So
Okay. I didn't see that coming, bro.
jokes on me, buddy. So the changes I have made was, yeah, first one is working out. When you work out, you release a lot of sweat. With the sweat comes out all the toxins that you have on your face, sitting on your face all day long. When you don't sweat, what happens is that oil just keeps sitting on your face and it kind of goes deep into your pores. That's where you get all the problems like pimples, be it pimples or dark spots or whatever. I had a lot of dark spots too. But then as I started working out, eventually I also started drinking lots of water. I think those were the two pillars that helped me change my face drastically. I mean the texture and all. Eventually, again, this was a whole damn process. It didn't happen overnight or even in a couple of months. It took almost a year for me to get rid of all the dark spots that I had on my face. Pimples, yes, they go by. You can get rid of your pimples in about maybe 2 or 3 months completely. But dark spots take time. They eventually go off. If you're someone who has a lot of pimples and dark spots on your face, I would say instead of concentrating and spending a lot of time on cosmetics and all the other stuff you see on YouTube, focus on the basic things. What are the basic things? One is drink hell lots of water. I mean lots of water, which will hydrate your face, which will also more or less act as substitute to the moisturizer that you want to use on your face. Why use a moisturizer when you can inherently drink water, right? And the other one is workout. When you work out, as I said, you sweat. With sweat, you release lot of toxins. That should help.
Exactly.
So we'll also be talking about the transformations and everything in the future in many more podcasts. So stay tuned for that.
We would do a podcast separately where we talk about each other's exact transformations and exactly what we did to get to this position.
The mistakes we did,
The mistakes,
the
especially.
learnings we got from them.
Yes. So before the conclusion, I would say again, I would remind all the audience to please check out our blog. Our blog is live. Also, our Instagram page is live. So please check all the links in the description. Please follow it. Please support Rage. Our end goal of this is Rage is to promote fitness, to promote healthy lifestyle in India. We want to be synonymous to fitness. That is it. That is the end goal. Healthy, fit lifestyle is Rage. That's it.
Is Rage. That's it.
Also, we'll be dropping our Instagram IDs and the Rage podcast ID. Sorry, Rage Instagram ID down in the description. If you guys have any queries about fitness or how to bulk or how to cut or how to lose weight or anything, you can contact us on our official page, and one of us will respond for sure.
So that is from my end. Again, Bhargav.
Geetham.
So bye bye. Stay tuned for the next podcast.